A sixth-floor condominium fire in Pattaya forced Thai and foreign residents into an emergency evacuation before dawn, and later reporting indicates the human impact was greater than first announced. Thai PBS reported 13 people affected by smoke, while a newer tourist police-based report said a Czech visitor and a Thai national were taken to hospital, and 12 others experienced minor smoke inhalation. The fire was contained, but the conflicting early casualty totals now require a careful official reconciliation. For residents and visitors in a city filled with high-rise accommodation, that is the central public safety issue. The alarm was raised shortly after 2:30 on the morning of August 4th at a large condominium complex in Soi Thap Phraya 7, Nong Pru, Banglamung. Pattaya City Fire Crews, City Police, Banglamung officials, rescue volunteers, and tourist police responded. Reports differ slightly on the call time, placing it between 2:17 and 2:36, but they agree that flames were already burning strongly in a unit on the 6th floor when responders arrived. The variation may reflect calls received by different agencies rather than a single error, and it should not be turned into a false dispute. The fire was traced to room 610 in Building D. Thick smoke moved through the building as responders directed residents away from the affected area and down to safety. Both Thai and foreign occupants were among those evacuated. Firefighters used hose lines and breathing equipment to attack the flames and stop the fire spreading to other units, while rescue personnel assessed residents exposed to smoke. Images from the scene show an intense interior fire, crowded response areas, and residents gathered outside while crews continued working. Access became part of the emergency. One report, based on tourist police information, said fire engines could not reach the building directly, requiring crews to extend water lines to the scene. That detail has not been fully explained in the other reports, but if confirmed, it is an important safety issue for any high-density residential complex. Emergency access, clear driveways, and working fire lanes can determine how quickly crews reach an upper-floor blaze. The report does not establish whether the limitation came from the building layout, parked vehicles, narrow approaches, or another obstacle, so the cause of the access problem must remain unspecified. Firefighters needed about 2 hours to bring the incident under control, according to several local reports. The interior of the affected unit and the belongings inside were described as heavily or completely damaged, while crews prevented the flames from spreading through the rest of the building. No one was reported trapped inside the unit. Authorities had not released a final property damage estimate by the time of this review. Residents were reportedly allowed back only after the immediate danger had passed, but the extent of smoke or water damage elsewhere in Building D was not publicly detailed. The injury count is the most important unresolved contradiction. Initial English reports from the Pattaya News, Thairoth, and ASEAN Now said no injuries were reported. Thai PBS, however, said 13 people suffered smoke inhalation and received first aid or close rescue team care. Pattaya Mail later reported that a Czech tourist and a Thai national were hospitalized, while another 12 people with minor smoke exposure declined treatment. These may reflect different definitions, reporting times, or later information, but editors should use the latest figures with clear attribution and state that the official total remains unsettled. The 2 hospitalized patients' conditions were not reported in detail. The occupant of the affected room told reporters that she woke after smelling something burning and found flames near an electric stove in the kitchen. She said she heard a sound resembling an explosion, escaped from the room, and alerted neighbors and condominium staff. Some reports say she took her phone and cat as she left. Her quick exit meant responders did not find anyone trapped in the room, but her account is still one witness statement within an active investigation. The reported sound does not prove that the stove itself exploded, and no official description of an explosive device or gas event has been issued. The cat has become the most widely shared part of the story, but it is not a confirmed cause. The room occupant said she suspected the animal may have stepped on the stove control and that something similar had happened before. Police and forensic specialists had not announced a final determination. A responsible report should describe this only as the occupant's theory and avoid turning a memorable possibility into a factual conclusion. Headlines can mention the suspicion only when the attribution is immediate and unmistakable, because the forensic examination may identify a different ignition sequence. Investigators from Pattaya City Police and the Chonburi Region 2 Forensic Unit were expected to inspect the unit, review CCTV, question witnesses, and examine the stove and other electrical evidence. Their task is to determine where ignition began, whether an appliance was operating, what produced the reported explosive sound, and whether any building system affected the spread of smoke. Until that work is complete, an electrical fault, accidental activation, and other explanations remain possibilities rather than established facts. Investigators may also examine alarm activation, sprinkler or suppression systems, emergency lighting, and the route residents used to leave. The incident also highlights why smoke exposure can produce different casualty numbers in the first hours after a fire. Some residents may receive oxygen or first aid at the scene without entering hospital, while others may initially decline care and later seek medical evaluation. Newsrooms can also use injury to mean physical trauma, while rescue services count smoke inhalation separately. That is why the 2 hospitalized people, the 12 minor cases, and the Thai PBS total of 13 should not be added together without confirmation. They could overlap, describe assessments made at different times, or come from separate agency logs. For residents of high-rise buildings, the practical lesson is immediate. When smoke or an alarm is detected, leave by the nearest safe stairway. Stay low beneath smoke, do not use an elevator, and do not return for possessions. Keep corridors, stair doors, and fire engine access routes clear. If a stove has touch-sensitive controls, owners can use a control lock when available and keep pets and objects away from the cooking surface, but any safety advice should follow the appliance manufacturer's instructions. Residents should know where manual alarms and extinguishers are located, but should never fight a growing fire when escape is still possible. The next meaningful update should come from police, forensic officers, the condominium management, or the hospitals. Viewers should watch for a confirmed casualty total, the condition of the hospitalized Czech and Thai patients, a formal cause finding, the result of the building safety inspection, and any corrective order. If officials identify an access problem, residents will also need to know whether emergency routes or firefighting systems must be changed. A management statement could clarify when alarms sounded, how the evacuation was organized, and whether temporary accommodation is needed for residents affected by smoke or water. The confirmed picture this morning is serious but contained. A major 6th-floor fire forced a nighttime evacuation, destroyed one unit, and exposed multiple residents to smoke before crews stopped it spreading. The newest reporting indicates 2 people went to hospital, but earlier accounts conflict, and the final casualty total is not yet official. The cat and stove explanation remains only a theory from the room occupant. The strongest responsible headline is therefore about the evacuation, the newly reported injuries, and the unanswered questions now facing investigators. The story should be updated, not sensationalized, when forensic and medical authorities publish their findings.